Welcome to my presentation on ransomware. I'm Jessica White, and this is for EDTC 515. What is ransomware? What happens if you get infected with ransomware? What is the history of the malware, which is another name for a virus? How do you stay safe from all of these malwares? I really like this quote. According to Homeland Security, ransomware is malware or a virus that infects personal computer systems or networks and restricts their users' access to the information on their system. So these people attach a virus to your computer and they lock it up. They don't necessarily steal it, but they make it so that you can no longer access it. So what is it? And why does it make it different from a regular virus? It doesn't steal your information, it actually encrypts it. So yeah, it's still there, but you cannot get it. And it doesn't hide itself after the files are encrypted because they know that detection won't restore the lost data, and they actually want you to know that they're there so that you feel threatened. It demands a ransom, usually in a virtual currency ranging from $200 to $10,000. They are really easy to produce viruses, and they keep like this well-documented crypto library of all the different ways that they can destroy you. So that's kind of scary. Like this little guy over here, that's exactly what you don't want on your computer. So there are two main types of ransomware. One is called a device locker, and it does just that. Two is a crypto ransomware. So the first one, the device locker, it comes into your computer through means we will discuss in a couple minutes, and it goes up to becoming a locked screen to where you have no access or control of your computer whatsoever. And then it displays a ransom note, which we will also go over. Yes, a real ransom note. The second way is the crypto ransomware. So again, it arrives on your computer just like the other ransomware, but it finds certain files and actually encrypts them so that even if you get past the lock screen, all of your information is pretty much corrupted and destroyed. And then it displays the ransom note. So how do we get this ransomware? The malware can enter your system through documents attached to emails, maybe from people that you don't recognize, or maybe from people you do recognize, and they don't know that they're actually sending you documents with these viruses and malware on them. So keep a lookout for Java downloads and macros. Another easy way is when you visit websites that maybe you're not familiar with. Maybe they're a little shady. A lot of games and porn sites and things like that, advertisers. What happens is it's called a drive-by, and what it does is it attaches to your computer as you're visiting the website. So there's no way you could detect it unless you have really good antivirus stuff, because you're not opening anything, it just goes into your computer. The third way is through text messages. Yes, actual text messages. Through your phone. It can be on Androids and even Apples. The last way is social media. Through instant messaging, games, ads, all of those things can also give access to your computer. So what happens if you actually get ransomware? The whole ransomware scheme works by scaring victims, by involving law enforcement agencies or perceived law enforcement agencies and making threats of punishment and imprisonment. So you're going to feel off, you're going to feel out of control, and you're going to feel scared. The creators actually want to scare you. So what they will do is they will put a threatening message on your screen, and it will say something like, "Your computer has been infected with a virus. Click here to resolve the issue." Or, "Your computer was used to visit websites with illegal content. To unlock your computer, you must pay a $100 fine." Last, "All files on your computer have been encrypted. You must pay this ransom within 72 hours to regain access to your data. All of those would scare me to death. However, they recommend, the FBI themselves, do not pay the ransom because all it guarantees is that they get their money. It doesn't guarantee they're going to lock your computer. And number two, decryption does not mean that you're free from them. Just because they let your files go doesn't mean that they don't still have the virus on your computer and can come anytime for your stuff again. So the history of malware started showing up roughly about 2012. There was a big guy called Symantec. It took 5,700 computers for ransom, and the authors actually profited $394,400 in 1 month. In 2013, we had The Exorcist, the Cryptobit. They actually began to encrypt things back then. In 2016, we had the Locky. It infected hospitals and healthcare computers in the US, New Zealand, and Germany. They used spam emails to get their viruses out there. Be careful of Microsoft Office attachments such as e.g. or .rar or even .zip files. So how do we stay safe? The biggest thing is back up, back up, back up. Every single thing I went through said back up your information constantly and keep it updated. Use whitelisting apps. Whitelisting means they have a list of trusted websites, known websites, and they don't let any other programs or apps from any other things come to you. Now, that can be a pain if you want to do programs that maybe are not on the list. Keep up on your updates on your virus ware and also on your computers. Report if you do have a problem directly to the FBI at Internet Crime Complaint Center. They actually do have something that you can do that. Stay away from questionable websites and media. This is not only for safety, but it's also for your own morale. And my references. Thank you so much, and I did a lot of research on this, so if you guys have any more questions, please feel free to ask me. Have a great evening.